Hi, my name is Adriana and today I will be creating my TBR for Becca's Bookopolathon. So I'm here at my desk so that I have a flat surface to roll dice on, because if you couldn't quite get it from the name, this is a readathon based on Becca from Becca and the Books TBR game, Bookopoly. So she creates an entire new board for this with a bunch of prompts on it. You roll some dice, you figure out what books you're gonna read based off the prompts. If you want more in-depth knowledge than that, you can watch her video, which I will have linked down below. But basically, what we gotta do to start is roll some dice. So I have 2 dice here. I have the board on my iPad. I'll just do a little screen record when I start moving my little piece around and put it up so that way I don't have to try to angle this correctly. Without further ado, let's go ahead, roll some dice. All right, so my first roll is 11. So let me start my screen record. Okay, so I have my piece down in the corner, down in the corner here, and I'm going to go 11 spaces. So this is a book published or set before 1999. So I have this as a part of a larger spread. So I'm just gonna go over here real quick and write down my first roll. That's so many 9s. Okay, so that's roll number 1. I'll figure out books later. Published before 1999. That might be interesting for me. Okay, so let's roll again. I guess I didn't mention this at the start. I'm gonna do 5 rolls because I can typically read about 5 books in a month. So let's roll again. 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Summer. So this is a book with summer vibes. I think it can either be like summery colors, summer beachy read situation. So I think that one's a lot more up to interpretation, which is good because there's definitely some books I really want to get read in this, and I am hoping that I can somehow shoehorn them in. Let's roll again. 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, chance. Chance, they're supposed to, like, if you do this physically, you can like print out little chance cards, shuffle them up, put them on the board, but I didn't do that. I have my chance books over here on my board, and so I have 6 of them listed out, so I'm basically just gonna roll 1 die, and whatever one I land on, I'll just pick that corresponding from the list. 1. Piranesi. Oh, good. I really wanted to read Piranesi. I'm glad I got that. So let's get this written down.
Chance. Piranesi.
Perfect. I'm glad that worked out. So that was my 3rd roll. So let's go ahead for the 4th roll. 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What is this? Ooh, mood read. That's gonna be interesting for me because I'm not much of a mood reader. I pick a list. I'm gonna write it down and I'll figure it out later. All right, last roll, unless we roll a double, in which case I have to add another book. So we shall see what happens. 9. Okay, so this is the last prompt I will be doing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, big book. Over 500 pages. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, what a way to end it.
Alright. Over 500 pages. Okay.
Well then. Let's stop screen recording real quick. Let me look at my TBR shelf real quick and pick out some books. Okay, I'm back with a stack of books. So let's open this back up and remember what prompts I'm supposed to be doing. All right, so published or set before 1999. I actually have two options. I know I just said like I'm not really a mood reader and I just like to pick a TBR and stick to it, but like I do agonize over a TBR for a while. So I guess in that case it's kind of moody. But my two options I will be picking between is The Old Man and the Sea and A History of What Comes Next. So obviously The Old Man and the Sea was published well before 1999. It was written by Ernest Hemingway. So that is an option. Or this is like a new release, but it is called A History of What Comes Next and it is set in 1945 and it's like a scientific historic thriller. I don't know what I want to do. I am kind of leaning towards Old Man and the Sea because it's extremely short. It's only like 120 pages and the writing is huge, so I could probably read this in an afternoon. So that's definitely an option. I mean, this one's not like ginormous. Oh, it's got a playlist. Cute. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, this is like less than 300 pages. Yeah, so it's like less than 300 pages. Not huge print, but like I could probably get through this in a couple days. So I will decide, and then editing Adriana will like put in like my final TBR at the end of this video so you can just see. The next one is a summer read. So I decided to go with What Strange Paradise. Definitely like summery colors, like the yellow, the pink. It's giving me very like summer sunset vibes. It also takes place on an island. So like a boat crashes and a 9-year-old boy washes up on the shore of an island and he meets the natives and they don't speak the same language and it's just about him figuring out things. I don't really know. I don't know. I go into my books very blind. I know nothing about what they are before I start reading them. But I got this in a subscription box and I've been wanting to read it for a while now, so I'm gonna say it's summery. Third book was picked for me from my chance cards and that's Pure Nisi. I've really been wanting to read this for a while. I bought it so long ago, but I am really looking forward to this. I know it has something to do with the man living in the labyrinth. My fourth one was a mood read, so I guess we'll just kind of see what happens with that. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe read my 4 books and then at the end pick something based on how I'm feeling. I think that's how I'm gonna go about this whole mood read thing, so I guess you won't actually see my TBR pick for the mood read, but it's mood read, so I'll go over that when I do a wrap up for this. And then the last prompt was over 500 pages, so James Rollin's coming in clutch with a 534 page book, just barely over 500 pages. This is the second book in the Sigma Force series. I am currently rereading the first book. I plan to reread the whole series over the course of the next year-ish or so. I mean, there's like 16 books in the series so far, so it's gonna take me a while. They're all chunky books. This one seems to have to do with the Vatican. Oh, you know what? I actually do kind of remember this one, but mostly because the events of this book get referenced many, many times throughout the rest of the series. So that's good. So yeah, this will be one of the books I read. I feel kind of anticlimactic because like I don't actually have all the books picked out yet, but I will put them in my little bullet journal spread, pop it up on the screen so you can see everything lined up, except for that mood read, of course. I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do with that. Maybe might end up reading The Old Man and the Sea, and then I can leave this open for a mood read because this is definitely like way up my alley. That might seem, I think that's a good plan. I think we make this my published or set before 1999 because it is both of those things. I believe it is both published and set. Yeah, well, I don't know. It might not actually be set in a time. Who knows? I know nothing about this book either, except that it's written by Ernest Hemingway. But maybe I will make this that pick, and then if I do feel like mood reading this, or I have many NetGalley arcs that I could also potentially mood read as well. So that's what we're gonna do. It's decided. I did it. That's my TBR. If you have read any of these books, please comment down below and let me know what you thought, if you think I'm going to enjoy them. And thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.